Tariffs are essentially taxes imposed on goods imported from other countries. They are designed to make these imports more expensive, thereby encouraging consumers to buy domestically produced goods. Governments often use tariffs to protect their own industries from foreign competition and to reduce trade deficits. However, tariffs can also lead to higher prices for consumers, retaliation from trading partners, and even trade wars. In recent years, the United States, under the administration of President Trump, imposed tariffs on goods from various countries, including China, Canada, and Mexico. These actions have had significant economic and geopolitical consequences, straining relationships and causing uncertainty in the global market. The Trump administration justified tariffs on China by citing concerns over unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and a desire to reduce the trade deficit between the two countries. Canada and Mexico, on the other hand, were targeted primarily due to President Trump's dissatisfaction with the North American Free Trade Agreement, or NAFTA, and his belief that these countries were taking advantage of the US in trade deals. The tariffs imposed on these countries varied in scope and severity. China faced tariffs on hundreds of billions of dollars worth of goods, while Canada and Mexico faced tariffs on steel, aluminium, and other products. These actions immediately sparked retaliatory measures from the targeted nations and sent shockwaves through the global economy. China, Canada, and Mexico responded to the US tariffs with retaliatory tariffs of their own, targeting American goods ranging from agricultural products to automobiles. This tit-for-tat exchange escalated trade tensions and created an atmosphere of uncertainty in the global market. Businesses became wary of investing and making long-term plans, fearing further escalation and unpredictable policy shifts. The economic consequences of these tariffs were felt worldwide. Global supply chains were disrupted as businesses struggled to adjust to the new trade landscape. Consumers in both the US and the targeted countries faced higher prices for a wide range of goods, leading to inflationary pressures and a decline in purchasing power. The tariffs imposed by the United States created significant strain on its relationships with China, Canada, and Mexico. These actions were perceived by many as protectionist and unilateral, undermining the rules-based system of international trade that had been carefully constructed over decades. The World Trade Organization, or WTO, became a focal point for disputes, with multiple countries filing complaints and challenging the legality of the US tariffs. Expert opinions on the potential outcomes of these trade tensions varied, but a common concern was the risk of a full-blown global trade war. Economists warned that such a scenario would have devastating consequences for the global economy, leading to a sharp decline in trade, investment, and economic growth. The situation remains precarious, highlighting the importance of dialogue, cooperation, and a return to a rules-based system of international trade to prevent further escalation and mitigate the economic fallout of this trade war. To support Canadian manufacturers, visit Canababa and explore products made in Canada. Like and subscribe, and visit noeli.ca to support this channel.